The number one way to stop panic attacks immediately using spiritual means, don't click away, because this super does work. Not to mention it will open up your spiritual gifts. If you're feeling like you want to click away, it's because the number one energy blocker, you're bumping up against it. There's a possibility you'll encounter it in this video. So click the link below. Get that energy block cleared out, because it's blocking you in so many different ways in your reality. You don't want to miss it. But otherwise, let's get into this video. Hello, I'm Fecka Future, and welcome to the Vanguard of Light. Are you going to be part of the Vanguard? Are you already a part of the Vanguard? Have you addressed that number one energy blocker? It's the number one thing that's going to make you want to pull away from this video, because we've got awesome material about it. If you have any type of anxiety, panic attacks, this will address it like immediately. Super fast. So if you're feeling like, oh, maybe there's something else I need to do, click that link below, clear out that number one energy blocker. That's what's going to pull you away from this video, because we're dialing in the source. We're, working in the magics, the miracle zone, the non-physical. This is going to be fantastic info if you can get to the end of the video and actually apply it. But you're going to be pulled not to do it, because the number one energy blocker, they're out there in the non-physical. As soon as you're going to something that's really going to make big change in your life, it's going to show up, and unconsciously you're going to avoid it. And one of the ways would be not clicking on this video. I'm not saying what it is, because if I did, you probably wouldn't even have clicked on the thumbnail. But you're here. Let's be engaged. Let's get what's in this video, or click on that number one energy block and get that, and then come back to this video and get this. But we're going to stop panic attacks immediately. How do you stop panic attacks immediately? Because they're terrible. They feel awful, right? There's two ways to do it. First, we're going to pre-prep so we'd never really get into them. But the second one is, if it's happening, this is what you do. So the number one way spiritually to do is with blessings, right? First, if you're not in a panic attack, awesome. If you're in a panic attack, still, it's the same thing. You're going to bless other people that you know that have anxiety, that have panic attacks, and bless them and see them and be like, I want them free from this. I want them to have peace and calm. And really get into that, like really bless of like, I want them to have peace and calm. And see them being peaceful and in calm. And navigating that. And the reason that is going to pull you out, you just got to do it for a second, and you'll feel that, because when you're offering and giving peace and calm, wanting that for them, it causes it inside of you, but it causes it in a way that's not triggering all the stuff that's triggered with the panic attacks. Number one energy block is the most likely thing that's going to cause a panic attack, right? Where it's like you're getting close to this energy block. It wants to super avoid it. Like your unconscious, like, we can't go there because it's death, danger, scare. That's what that in panic attack of like, oh my gosh, this is so horrible. It's because you're getting close to one of these. And it's trying to avoid it with the panic. But as soon as you go blessing someone else, them getting pulled out of that, terrible feeling doesn't cause you to hit that number one energy blocker, which you could address. Click that link below, get that one addressed, and just have less chances of having panic attacks. But this is about how to address them, and we address them with the blessing, because then you're not pushing up against it, but yet you're generating that state of calm, because you're having it for another person. So you can use that, because you know how bad it is, right? And you can just, for a second, take yourself out of that and just think of another person going through it and being like, no, I don't want them to have that. And like someone you love, someone you care about, and just be like, I don't want them to have that fears. I don't want them to have that, go with that pain. No, I want them to have peace. I'm blessing them with peace, blessing them with peace, blessing them with peace, right? And see them with peace. Because it's not triggering your stuff, but it's getting you peace in your body. And let's just practice. Let's just knock out like 10 different people. And even if you have to loop to the same person, let's just start generating that muscle of blessing other people, because it's easier to do now if you're not in a panic attack, to just start blessing to where you have it on tap, to where if you start feeling those feelings amp up, because a lot of it is because you get caught in your world, right? So just blessing another person helps get you out of your world, right? So it helps break that panic attack, but also you're doing the feelings that are opposite to the panic attack, and then you're being of service. And then fourth, you're actually tapping in the source, universe, getting connected, which is a lot with the panic, is like you're kind of feeling disconnected. So you're getting connected to source, you're being of service to another person, and you're blessing them with the exact emotions that you wish you were feeling in that moment. And then it's just having that caring and the empathy of like, you know how bad it feels for yourself, and just knowing like I don't want it to feel like that for them. I'm going to take this little moment to have it not feel like that for them. So let's build that muscle, knowing that when you need it, you'll have it to where you're like, you start feeling those feelings come on, you're like, okay, who do I know? Yep. I want to bless them, and imagine that like if that was happening for them, no, they're going to have calm and peace. Just bless them with calm and peace, right? And let's pick another person, just say, they know they're kind of anxious. They're like, no, I see peace for them. I really want them seeing peace. You see that calm and that happiness on their face. When they're at peace, you're like, yeah, I want that for them, right? And I pick another person, right? They might kind of anxious and be like, oh no, okay, I want to see them happy, at peace, smiling, laughing, and just be like, oh gosh, I love that for them, They didn't have a panic attack. They just have joy right now, right? And I pick another person, right? And think of them in their situation and be like, oh no, yeah, they're at peace. Just feel how good it is to see them at peace, in joy. And then that anxiety, that panic isn't happening for them, right? And you build that muscle and you see another one, like, and you see them going about their day just in joy, and calm and happiness. And it's just like, oh gosh, it feels so good, right? And you're building that muscle of like, those panic feelings come up and you're like, just boom, right into like, I'm blessing others. When you get in that place, because it's one another way, if like think of it as if it was dark spirits kind of taking away your peace and calm gets taken away, right? So it's like it's not with you, and you're like taking that peace, calm, and blessing it on another. And then the higher spiritual beings and angels see that, wait a second, here's someone that is in lack, so to speak, of that peace and calm, still giving to another. Because you can't give if you don't have it. So it generates this peace and calm that you give to another selflessly. Especially if you're in the panic attack, like, I'm going to selflessly give it to another. That really tunes in these higher spiritual beings, and angels are being like, whoa, they're going to block a lot of that panic. Stop that. Be like, no, you're doing good. No, you're blessed. We're going to block that. So just by you giving it to others, especially even, it prevents a lot of it from showing up. And then if it does show up, it super conditions you to like, I'm going to bless peace. I'm going to bless calm for others, and it gives you so much agency in this non-physical world. So this is super powerful. It creates so much other joy and greatness in your life by having that of like, okay, if I have those feelings, I'm going to immediately go bless somebody that I know that sometimes has those feelings, and I'm going to see them enjoy. I might be under that attack of those feelings. I'm going to give other people joy, even in that situation. And that really kind of toughens you up, so to speak. But not toughens you up in like a tough, callous way, but in just like a deep, profound love way. Like a profound love of like, I'm going to rise above this feeling and bless others to have joy and just be like, just peace, and just see these people that have a level of anxiety, and just see them just enjoy. And in peace. Every time I say, just think of them. And just practice that. Just practice that. Think of another person. Like, oh yeah, they have some anxiety. I can tell. They talk about that. Oh, just see them smiling and enjoy, and just having that burden lifted. You know how bad it's for you. Just think about them. Like it's lifting for them. And you're powerful. Your prayers are powerful. Your blessings are powerful. You lift it for them. Just imagine if they happen to actually be in a panic attack and you're blessing them and it lifts. How much of a blessing are you? Because you did that. And it's just getting connected that you are a blessing. You're supposed to be here. You're loved. And that, that protects you from all the lies that panic attack is bringing. Just like, no, that's a lie. Like I matter. I'm love. I'm blessing another. So I hope that really helps. I want you to practice this because it'll fortify you and possibly prevent them ever happening again. But even if they do, got in your back pocket, I'm going to start blessing, and you'll immediately feel better. So until we talk again, have a blessed day or a blessed night.